It's hot. Oh my god. Morning.
It's lovely.
So the action plan for today is kind of have breakfast, check the engines, get the lines off, get going, hopefully get to Oulton Broad before 4. It's about 3.5-4 hour cruise, bridges permitting, and it's just coming up 12 o'clock. So
yeah, we've been busy this morning though. We had to unpack the car. Well, Rich has had 5 hours sleep after driving all the way. We've unpacked the car, we've done the shopping, we've put everything away on the boat. All that's left to do really is to make the bed.
Yeah.
Dogs had 2 walks today already, so they're happy. It's going to be too hot for them. They're going to crash out in their little bed.
Yeah.
And we're going to get going.
The only dog that can bark and eat at the same time. It's just unreal. Right, we'll be back probably once we're rolling. So, bye for now.
Bye.
Well, we made it out the mooring.
Yeah, we're on our way.
Yeah, we are.
We've had our breakfast.
At 3.7 mile an hour. Now, the river is absolutely full of debris. There is rubbish everywhere.
Well, not rubbish.
Oh, as in weeds, and so I'm doing my utmost to try and avoid the weeds. Morning. Yeah, doing my utmost to try and avoid the weeds. Depth-wise, I've not got a clue because I've not switched on any of the logs, which was a really sensible thing, wasn't it? So we're going to go and do that in a minute. We're going to switch the logs on, and we're going to cruise up the river, and we'll show you what we're seeing, which is, as per normal, bloody amazing.
We're going to need sun cream.
We're going to need some sun cream and a hat. So I'm going to give Lisa the helm for like 2 minutes. Right, back presently. All right, quick change. Hey. Quick change of hat and glasses, and we're underway. I mean, this says it's going to take us 5 hours, but well, do you remember it said that last time? And it, instead of sending us up the new cut, it wanted to send us up to Braden and back again, and under Oulton Bridge, which we don't.
Which
under St Olave's Bridge, which we don't fit. So,
yeah, and have we checked the swing bridges?
Well, we'll ring them up and find out. Right, there's a boat coming. Back in a minute. Have you noticed? Look, change of hat.
That's your summer hat.
This is my summer hat. This is what's his name? Paul. This is Paul at Oulton Broad Yacht Station.
His suggestion.
Yeah, his suggestion. So, and he suggested that I might get it cheaper from other areas and suppliers. So I followed his suggestion, and yes, I did get it a lot cheaper than was on the Musto website, by about 15 quid cheaper. So, and we're still on the Shet. We're still on the River Shet.
It's the Chet, isn't it? It's
Chet?
a hard Chet.
Is it a Chet?
Yeah, but I think it appeals to your very immature nature.
Well, Russell, because of his Scottish accent, when he says Shet.
Russell?
Yeah, as in the Admiral's Adventures.
Oh, right.
So when he says it, it's well, it sounds like SHIT as opposed to.
I think everybody was following them.
Yeah.
I think they were getting it.
Do my ears look big in this? And the answer to that question is no, Richard. Your ears don't look big in absolutely anything.
No.
Oh, we're coming up to the tight, twisty bit now. There's quite a few big boats on the river, quite a few private boats out there, isn't there? There's also a lot of hire craft as well.
You should have seen how Rich came out the marina, because we were pretty sardined in.
Yes, we've got a new boat next to us, haven't we?
Big sailing vessel.
Big sailing vessel.
With a big mast.
And it is pretty tight.
But I had my pokey stick ready to push us off.
Yeah.
And I didn't really need it. It glided out of there, nice and straight. Pardon?
Pokey stick.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's it called?
Boat hook.
Oh, okay.
It's Cantley, I think.
Okay. It's a pokey stick, isn't it? I'm determined not to use any of the boating terminology, aren't I?
Just purely for annoyance purposes, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
What's the bit called where you cook?
Kitchen.
Where do we sleep?
Bedroom.
What's this bit up here called? Nah, go on, get out of that.
This is upstairs.
I don't know. So even though it's lovely and warm, but there is a wind, and because of how, as I've said time and time again, the slightest bit of wind on the hull of this boat, and we just move at low speeds. It is horrendous to control this boat.
That's not, you're doing really well. This is so much more relaxed. Honestly, we need to revisit that very first film when we picked the boat up and you're coming down here.
Yeah.
And I whispered in your ear, we're supposed to be enjoying this. This is your boat that you've wanted forever. And we were all stressed out and shouting at each other.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it did make me laugh when Colin and Caroline were here and Colin took the helm and we just stayed straight. It must be a family trait because when you're on the helm we just stay straight.
Yeah.
So, right, we are...
And I'm quite pleased with how I peeled back the canopy.
Yeah, you've done it. You put it there without...
So it's not all screwed up and it should be really easy to
put back up.
Undo now.
Right, we're still some way off the main river, but I'm looking forward to getting out on the main river, and then we shall give Reedham Swing Bridge a ring. Oh, look at that. There's Cantley in the distance. That, I don't know if that's, does the lens that look a bit foggy to you?
Can't see them. No.
Must just be my polarised lenses. It must be the reflection. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so Cantley is over there, and there is the mini Eiffel Towers in the distance. That's where we're heading towards. Once we get under them, we shall be halfway down the new cut. So no radio mics on again, so you might be getting boat noise and wind noise. There's a nice big boat over there.
Amazing it can't, it's only there, and yet it takes us winding around ages to get there, doesn't it?
Bloody gorgeous.
Well, I've got ice cubes in the freezer, so fingers crossed some of them freeze.
Well, we've been looking at, hang on a minute, let's turn you around. We've been looking at these soon to be battery powered ice makers, which is rather appealing. We have already been contacted by a manufacturer to ask if we would be interested in reviewing it. So
I'll review it.
yeah,
I've got loads of different gins that need cubed
so
to test.
there is going to be several on the market that I'm aware of within the next 6 months. So it'll be very interesting to see if the manufacturer that's contacted us is the first to release it.
I fill up a tray of ice cubes, don't I? And then I put it in a freezer bag.
Yeah.
And then I've been doing that repeatedly, so now I've got a nice big bag of ice in the freezer.
Yeah.
But ice machine is just,
Yeah.
because I have to have ice with everything.
And for the boat, the battery one would just be brilliant, because it means we could be doing it now, or you know, one that runs on 12 volt. Either way. Right.
Better than the hairdryer on 12 volt.
Yeah, that's true. Right, we'll come back when we get to the coming out onto the main river. What is the birdie in the reeds? I don't know if you can see. No, that's a bird of prey. I don't know if you can see the birdie of prey. What do you think? I've absolutely no idea.
Oh, Penny's away.
Penny's away.
I think that might be a baby pheasant.
That's where. So the exit from the Chet, River Chet, cat is there, which is Hardly Cross. Hardly Cross, he was absolutely livid. So,
you're not really looking at birds of prey.
yeah.
I'm going to have to start looking things up. Absolutely gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, isn't it?
I think that's probably a different one because I think that's bigger.
No, it's the same one. He came round up behind us. He came round up behind us.
Did
So,
he? He crept up on us.
He crept up. So, right, we're going out onto the main river, which means I can go from 4 mile an hour up to 6.
So we're going to hold on to our hats.
Hold on to our hats and do another 2 mile an hour. Well, that's taken us just under the hour, really. So, because we've not actually been doing 4 mile an hour, we've probably been doing closer to sort of 3.5-ish.
That's nice, isn't it?
Well, there's no rush, is there?
No.
There's no rush. I think
it's going to be light until about 11 o'clock tonight, I would say.
Well, it was a big... Hang on a minute, we'll turn you around in a minute. But it was light till good, probably near enough 11 last night. And at 2:30, 2:45 this morning, it was getting light again, wasn't it? So...
It's a bit disorientating because by 4:30, 4:45, it was like daylight.
Yeah. Right. Onto the main river. Get past the ferry, then give the swing bridge a call. See how we're doing.
Well, we get to see Mick and Jan today, and if Pete's still behind us on the mooring.
Yep. It's nice because we've made friends, haven't we? Which is absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Right, on the main river. We'll come back to you as we're kind of going under the bridge. Right, we've just spoken to the swing bridge. It's open and will be for the next 15 minutes. We're just passing Reedham Ferry, we're just approaching Reedham Ferry. So I am hoping that we actually make it. Let's just come off a bit because the ferry is directly in front of us. Yeah, we should hopefully make it, no problems. So it's marvellous. You put off one throttle just a bit more than the other and the boat does its own thing. So yeah, so the ferry's going across in front of us. Look at this, there's a ferry and there's a couple of boats outside of the pub, which is brilliant because every time we've been here the pub has been closed. So
oh, that's better. We're cooling down, girlie.
I'm always very fearful of how far these chains have dropped. So as I say, if you're getting wind noise, I really apologise, but we've got some new higher strength rechargeable radio mics that we've been sent. So it makes it sound like we don't buy anything. We do buy things, honestly, but we're just very lucky that we get sent things to review. So there's the oh, that's a bit flooded. You wouldn't want to put your boat on that slipway, would you? There you go, the pub is open.
It's very nice, isn't it?
Looks
What a
very
nice, pleasant place to sit and watch the world go by.
Yeah, I think we must at some point come here and moor up and eat food in that pub. So, right, round to the swing bridge before it closes. There we go. We've actually made it. Request to open. Message mode 3, request to open. It is definitely open. We'll go through it. How nice would it be if Somerleyton was also open as well, and we did.
Is this Sorry to interrupt you. Is that a broom?
Yeah, that's a broom. You like brooms.
Oh my god, I'm starting to become a boat nerd.
So that's got cabins at the back as well. So that's the size of the Sealine that I'd like to get in 10 years time. So there we go. Reedham Swing Bridge. Right, down the new cut. I think it's time for food. Do you think it's time for food?
I'm right for a minute, but yeah, I'll do some food if you want food.
If you don't, we won't. If you do, we will. Right, onwards and upwards down the new cut. Well, at some point, there should be a train. I don't know which way it's coming from, but the bridge was due to close 20 minutes after I called them, which is about now. There's still an amber signal heading towards Reedham, so I don't know which way it's coming from. But we're right by the railway, and anyone that knows me knows I'm a bit of a train nerd. So stand by for a bit of train footage. Ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. Here comes the train. Now, I'm going to wave because I'm a sado. Can I get him or her to blow the horn? Place your bets now. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. It's right beside us. So, okay. I'm going to wave now. Yes! Oh, how desperately sad am I? Now, did you win the bet? We're engaged in one of our 3 favourite. Oh, I'll start again. I did. We are engaged in one of our 3 favourite pastimes.
That cheese is good.
Eating. You've got an open sandwich. I've got a closed one. So Lisa missed the train bit. Well, I was good.
Down in the kitchen.
Yeah, you weren't. You was in the galley. Stop being annoying. Help me, people. Did you enter our competition? Did you enter our competition for the?
When's it done?
So unfortunately, it will have already been picked and drawn by the time this goes out. So, but we gave away a powerbank. We haven't given it away yet, but we will be giving it away next week when we randomly pick a winner. But we have several things that we will be giving away. There will be more power banks, solar generators, whatever you call them. So we're going to have to work out questions. We're still on the new cut. I'm going to get back to eating food. There we go. So I need to do some reading up about this. Because that is a railway that used to be, that I think crossed over the top of the other one, or either crossed over the top or came off of it, because the line that's still going is literally just the other side of that signal box.
You need to ask your chappie on the send them an email. The guy that does all the TV programs at Bristol.
Yeah. So we're down a new cut. It still says it still says it's 18 miles to Oulton Broad, which I think might be a bit wrong. still, what it wants us to do is go back, go back down the new cut, turn around and come back.
Alright.
So it will sort itself out in a minute. But these moorings I've just worked out, I don't think you can get off of. So, as in, I don't think there is a passage to the village. It's alright, Winnie is trying to lick all the crumbs off my leg.
She's giving you a wash?
She's giving me a wash, yeah. So we've got some free moorings here. Herring Fleet moorings, is it? So I don't actually think you can get from these to anywhere. I might be wrong. There might be a footpath somewhere.
Oh, it's just nice to just get this chap sat there in the sun.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's no access. So once you're moored there, you probably need a dinghy of some description.
Probably just sit and do some fishing and this chat, yeah.
Right, Somerleyton, here we come. Right, slight change of plan. We've got to Somerleyton and it's too hot. So the bridge is not going to open. Probably not till 6:30 tonight. So I'm afraid it's just a case of waiting. There's quite a few of us here. The boat in front of us, they've got a mooring booked at Oulton Broad tonight, and they can't get through. And there's a few boats behind us, all in exactly the same situation. So I'm afraid it's a case of just wait and see and let it cool down. So right, let's take a walk and well, I think just chill out really.